Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips Daily Fantasy Preview Show for today, the 15th of May. I'm a bit short on time today, so I'm going to combine all four shows into one, and I'm going to rattle through everything, starting with the pitchers. Personally today, I'm not paying up at pitcher. I'm going to go cheap because there's so many great hitting options around today. I think the highest I'll be paying a pitcher today is Gerrit Cole of the Pittsburgh Pirates for 8,500. He is worth a strikeout per inning for his career, has a decent record against the Cubs. It's 5-1 with a 268 record in 6 starts at Wrigley, and has more wins against the Cubs than any other start of the last 3 years. This is a cheap price for him. John Lester wasn't great last time out. He pitches for the Cubs, so maybe Pittsburgh can get Cole the win here. I think Sonny Gray of Oakland for 8,400. I'm willing to take a chance that Gray is going to get back on track today against a lineup that is far from prolific in a hitter's park at the Trop. Gray is close to a strikeout per inning, and the Rays do rank in the top 10 in baseball in that statistic. Trevor Bauer of the Cleveland Indians for 7,700. It might be time for me to bite the bullet on Bauer. He comes in off of a good game against the Astros. He's won all 3 starts, has over a strikeout per inning, gets the light-hitting Twins, who also rank in the top 10 in baseball for strikeouts. And the punt is Zach Davis at Milwaukee for 6,800. Coming into this season, he was averaging a strikeout per inning. He has had some particularly low strikeout offense to face this year. He's faced the Angels, he's faced the Marlins twice. Today he gets the strikeout prone Padres, who don't hit as well. I'm going to look at him as an upside gamble today. Moving on to the stacks of the day, there are loads of stack options around with plenty of favourable weather conditions today, starting with Houston. They get Sean O'Sullivan. He allows home runs aplenty to anybody, particularly left-handers, and benefiting from a strong wind forecast blowing out at Fenway today, we'll go with Colby Rasmus in the outfield for 4,100, George Springer in the outfield for 5,200, Jose Altuve at second base for a whopping 5,600, and Carlos Correa at shortstop for 5,000. I think the Baltimore Orioles are worth stacking as well. They get Fulmer, who's allowed 3 home runs in 15 innings pitched. Favourable conditions forecast there as well. We know they can hit. They have been scoring runs this week. Outfielder Mark Trumbo's 4,400. Chris Davis at first base is 5,100. Adam Jones in the outfield is 4,300. And third base or shortstop, take your choice with Machado. He's 5,300. I think the Yankees are worth stacking today. They get Miguel Gonzalez of the White Sox, who has struggled at Yankee Stadium. He's struggled with home runs, and there are strong winds forecast blowing out at this stadium today as well. Carlos Beltran in the outfield for 3,800. Catcher Brian McCann, if he's in the lineup, for 3,800. Obviously, we know catchers do get an off day on Sundays quite regularly. And outfielder Brett Gardner for 4,200. I also think you want to be stacking Diamondbacks, who get Matt Cain, who is struggling in their home ballpark that does favour the hitters. First baseman Paul Goldschmidt's 4,900. Outfielder David Peralta is 3,900. Shortstop Jean Segura is 4,500, and third base Jake Lamb is 3,900. Obviously, it's a Coors Field day as well, but with a ground ball pitcher in Chatwood and Jacob deGrom on the hill, I'm going to be looking to swerve Coors myself and hope that game comes in with a low total. My foundation players for today at first base is Chris Davis of Baltimore for 5,100. It's a great park, great conditions, 9 home runs this year. At second base, it's not rocket science. It's Jose Altuve for Houston for 5,600. He's the all-round complete player. He gives you average, he gets hits, he takes walks, he hits home runs, and he steals bases. He's the complete daily fantasy player, playing in a good park with incredibly good forecast conditions against a home run happy pitcher in Sean O'Sullivan. This is why you pay the premium for Altuve today. Third base or shortstop, Manny Machado of Baltimore for 5,300. As with Chris Davis, it's great conditions at Camden Yards today. The visiting pitcher Fulmer carries a 6 ERA for the year, and Machado's hitting 338 with 10 home runs. My shortstop, back to Fenway, Carlos Correa for 5,000. I'm loading up against O'Sullivan in conditions for the hitters at this ballpark today. Correa is always a threat and hits at the top of the lineup. My outfielder, I had to have somebody from Coors, Michael Conforto of the New York Mets for 4,300. This is cheap for a hitter at Coors, particularly one who's feasted on right-handed pitching like Conforto. Yes, Chatwood is a ground ball pitcher. He has allowed home runs at Coors this year though. My value plays for today at first base is Mark Teixeira of the New York Yankees for 3,700. He gets a home run prone pitcher in Gonzalez in good forecast weather. He has only got 3 home runs this year, but with the switch hit, he can obviously enjoy the platoon in a matchup. Second base is Brandon Phillips of the Cincinnati Reds for 3,900. He's at the hitter's ballpark at Citizens Bank today. Adam Morgan has shown slight home run tendencies. Phillips can add to his 6 this year, hitting with the edge in the platoon. My third base is Jake Lamb of the Arizona Diamondbacks for 3,900. He enjoys the platoon over the struggling Matt Cain at Chase Field. It's a hitter's ballpark. My shortstop is Zach Cozart of the Cincinnati Reds for 3,900. He hits at the top of the lineup with the platoon advantage in a hitter's park with great weather forecast. And in the outfield, I'll take Alex Gordon of Kansas City for 3,600. He gets the platoon advantage against a pitcher in Whistler who I think is due some regression. He's hitting .223 with 4 home runs this year. We know he's better than that. That's all I have for you today. Best of luck with your daily fantasy lineups today. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like the video. Hit me up in the comments with the daily fantasy plays you like today and press that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will be here all MLB season and through the NFL season with daily fantasy sports advice. If you haven't signed up yet, or you're interested in starting to play daily fantasy sports, please click the link in the description for this video and that'll take you where you need to go to start playing with DraftKings today. Best of luck with your lineups and have a great day.